Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and a very good day to Azamina. Today I will present to you about my final year project 2 with the title A Study on the Process of Kelulut Honey. My name is IKMAL bin MOHMAD, and I am degree candidate of Chemical Engineering Technology. My research is provided by my supervisor, T.S. Dr. Nur Akmazila binti Muhammad Fauzi, and my co-supervisor T.S. Dr. Ali Hisham bin A. Razak. For the abstract, the main concern of this research is to maintain the quality of Kelulut honey, especially when it been heated. From previous studies show that thermal processing will minimize the quality of Kelulut honey in terms of physical, chemical, and nutrition properties due to heat sensitivity criteria. Therefore, a systematic review is being carried out to identify a suitable heat treatment in treating Kelulut honey. The heat treatment that been chosen in this review are microwave heating, high pressure processing, double boiling, and also ultrasound. The method that we use is according to the Prisma guideline, which using 3 different databases, which are Google Scholar, PubMed, and also ScienceDirect. As a result, a total of 311 articles will be reviewed and only 10 articles be chosen specifically according to their Kelulut honey process. For the introduction, honey is a sweet product produced by the bees from a nectar of flower. It contains high nutrition that beneficial in human health. Stingless bean honey, known as Kelulut honey in Malaysia. It contains clear liquid and combination of sweet and sour taste. Stingless beans are smaller compared to honey beans for about 4 mm. It does not have any sting. However, they can defend themselves by secrete a liquid that can cause irritation to skin and also mild bite. For the distribution of Kelulut honey, Trigona and Melipon are considered as the most general species. About 32 species that can be found in Malaysia in the green area from the map. And for the composition of honey, the major content are carbohydrate, which provided with glucose, fructose, oligosaccharide, and disaccharide. It will provide energy and also acidity to the honey. And water will be the second constituent in the composition of honey for 70%, while others are like mineral content, phenolic content, and also enzyme. They have 3 objectives for this research. Firstly, to identify the different heat treatment of Kelulut honey. Second is to study the physical, chemical, and nutrition properties of Kelulut honey. And third is to recommend the potential heat treatment and minimize the heat on the quality of Kelulut honey. The main concern in production of Kelulut honey is to maintain its quality, especially when it been heated. From previous study, the thermal treatment with high temperature, which are 16 degrees, may affect the composition and also the texture and nutritional properties of the honey. In addition, the heat sensitivity of Kelulut honey may also affect the changes of physical, chemical, and nutritional properties. The quality of Kelulut honey has been abandoned due to the lack of scientific study. It may cause the Kelulut honey in the world market become incomplete due to the lower shelf life, lower production, and also low standard. There is no report and investigation on the comparison between heat treatment of Kelulut honey processing. Therefore, this study is carrying out to identify the the difference in physicochemical and nutritional properties of heat treatment in Kelulut honey processing. From the slide show the conventional thermal treatment flow in honey production. Firstly is collection, where the honey that contain a pollen or other undesirable material will be collected. Then for the treatment, they have 4 steps of treatment, which are preheating, straining, filtration, and also heating. In heating, they have 2 phases in honey industry, which are liquefaction and also pasteurization. Liquefaction will be run at 55 degrees Celsius to make sure the honey at the liquid form in the longer period for filtering, while pasteurization will be run at 60 degrees Celsius to prevent from any microorganism and used for growth. Then it will be followed by the packaging. Then they have 4 different heat treatment that be chosen in Kelulut honey processing review. Firstly is microwave heating. It is suitable because it can able to dissolve sugar with high carbohydrate. Then for double boilings, even though it's still underexplored, however, it can improve the quality of honey with the moderate heat application, while high pressure processing, or known as HPP, the non-presence of heat can improve the quality of honey in terms of their texture and flavor. And lastly, for the ultrasound, it can able to eliminate high amount of yeast cell in honey and prevent from growing. For methodology part, firstly is search strategy. The article will be searched from year 2000 until 2020 by using 3 different databases, which are Google Scholar, PubMed, and also ScienceDirect. In inclusion criteria, only article that published in English will be chosen, and article that relate with Kelulut, Trigona, Melipon, and other stingless species will be chosen. While exclusion criteria not included Kelulut honey processing except microwave heating, bubble boiling, HPP, and also ultrasound. In study selection, duplicate article will be filtered out, while the chosen article will be downloaded and be accessed. In data organization, the article that been downloaded will be organized in a table which provide an author name, title, method, type of stingless bean species, and the outcome. For the result, the flow diagram based on the Prisma guidelines. About a total of 311 articles be reviewed. Google Scholar contribute a large number of articles, which are 293 articles, followed by PubMed, which are 13 articles, and ScienceDirect, which are 5 articles. After being assessed and be removed the duplicate article, only 10 articles been chosen, specifically according to their chosen heat treatment in the Kelulut honey processing. In microwave heating, only 3 articles be reviewed. Double boiling also 3 articles. Pressure processing also found 3 articles. And only 2 articles be found in the ultrasound treatment in Kelulut honey processing. For the discussion part, the physicochemical and nutritional properties of Kelulut honey by using different heat treatment will be analyzed based on the chosen article. The pH value is important because it can affect the texture stability of the Kelulut honey. A high amount of moisture content can lead a fermentation risk of the Kelulut honey. It also relates with the total solid and also total soluble solid of the honey. Development of brown pigment in darkening of Kelulut honey will minimize the quality and also minimize the requirement of consumer. However, high amount of brown pigment will indicate the high amount of antioxidant activity. Based on the table shown in the in the slide, it can be found that every heat treatment can reduce the moisture content of Kelulut honey. However, there are few disadvantages in each treatment. Firstly, for the microwave heating, it can reduce the antioxidant activity, pH, total solid and total soluble solid. It also found that radiation exposure by the microwave heating can minimize the quality, aroma and taste of Kelulut honey. While in double boiling, it can reduce the antioxidant activity, while in HPP, it found that the small changes in the color of Kelulut honey. While lastly, for the ultrasound, it can be less effective in removing microorganisms because it needs a high power provided. As a conclusion, high pressure processing can be the most potential heat treatment compared to other because it has minimal changes in physical, chemical and nutrition properties. They have three recommendations for future work. Firstly, to using a various database with wider range of year. Second, to using different type of honey. And third, by using more comparison of Kelulut honey processing.